Hello, my name is Bob Duncanson. I'm the Executive Director of the Georgian Bay Association. The Georgian Bay Association is an umbrella group for 20 community associations along the east and northern shore of Georgian Bay. Water is very important to us, and water in Georgian Bay is at a crisis level and falling. This winter, we have hit an all-time low, and the short-term prognosis isn't looking very good. This crisis has been brought on by both nature and human activities. Over the past 10 years, we have seen warmer temperatures in the winter, resulting in less ice cover on our lakes. This has led to more evaporation. Meanwhile, we have experienced droughts in our watershed, like the one last winter and again last summer. And there have been direct human factors. Through the creation and the maintenance of the St. Lawrence Seaway, we have seen significant alterations to the St. Clair River, the main drain, the Middle Lakes, including Georgian Bay. The conveyance capacity of this river has been increased dramatically by the excavation of aggregate, dredging to accommodate commercial shipping, and hardening of the shorelines along the river's edge. These man-made alterations have accounted for 9 to 18 inches of permanent water loss. Lakes Superior and Ontario have locks on the rivers that drain them. In contrast, the Middle Lakes have no means to hold back water. The crisis low water threatens the economic well-being of our Great Lakes region and all of Ontario. Commercial shipping is the backbone of the Great Lakes economy. Farmers, miners, and industry rely on shipping to get their products cost-effectively to market. Low water levels mean that ships can't carry full loads. Low water costs the shipping industry tens of millions of dollars annually in lost revenue. But more importantly, it costs the customers hundreds of millions of dollars in lost market opportunities. A key to Ontario's future prosperity will be from the mines in the north. Without a cost-effective means to get their products to market, this industry alone could be facing a billion-dollar opportunity loss. And then there's the cost to tourism. Recreational fishing in Lake Huron alone is an $88 million a year industry. Cottagers contribute hundreds of millions of dollars per year to local economies through taxes and goods and services that they purchase. The small municipalities that dot the shorelines of the Great Lakes depend on tourism for their very existence. Low water threatens all of this. So what can and has been done? The International Joint Commission has recently been reviewing a report from one of their study boards on what can and should be done about water levels. This study board recommended that nothing should be done. We believe that this study is flawed in that it did not fully assess the cost of doing nothing. We have said as much to both the IJC and to our Canadian federal government. The Georgian Bay Association had a very positive meeting in Ottawa last fall with Ministers Baird, Kent, and Clement to outline this issue. We spelled out the economic crisis that will accompany continued low water levels. We called for a return to a healthy, historic range of water levels in the Middle Lakes. Fortunately, our elected officials agreed with us and have told the IJC commissioners as much. We hope to hear shortly from the IJC that they will reject the study board report and they will fast-track some solutions to the two federal governments which will address low water levels. The Georgian Bay Association will continue to encourage our Canadian government to take action. We will do so in conjunction with other organizations, such as Georgian Bay Forever, Sierra Club of Ontario, the Manitoulin Stewardship Council, and the Federation of Tiny Township Shoreline Associations. As both the U.S. and Canadian governments need to work in unison on this issue, we'll also reach across the border to help and encourage U.S. property owners to engage their elected officials. The challenge of political engagement in the U.S. is much more complex than in Canada. 9 states border the Great Lakes. They will have to agree with one another with any plan that is put forward and argue successfully in Congress for money to be appropriated for this issue. While GBA has no direct involvement in U.S. political affairs, many of our members are U.S. citizens. We will encourage these members and other U.S. landowner organizations to speak up to their governments and will provide any support that we can. To those who argue that all of this is nonsense, that water levels fluctuate over time, there's 7-year cycles, 15-year cycles, and it's all normal, and we should just let nature take its course, I say the following. There is nothing natural about the wild swings in climate that are being experienced around the world, including in the Great Lakes Basin. The natural function of the Middle Lakes was irreparably damaged through the man-made alterations to the St. Clair River over the years. We need to try to correct some of our past mistakes and build capacity to react to the uncertainty that climate change will throw our way. So what can you do? Stay tuned. We have a website, georgianbay.ca. Go to the website. We'll keep it updated with current information, sample letters to write to your elected officials. We'll let you know when meetings are coming up. And for heaven's sake, speak up. If you care about the Georgian Bay, let your voice be heard.